Hello, Virgos. This is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. How are y'all doing today? I'm doing good. I've had a good weekend. My ankle hurts because I tripped twice in the garden and fell on my butt. Well, actually, I fell on my knees because I fell forward, not backwards, but you know what I mean. And no, I was not being klutzy. I just had a boo boo. So I decided this is for the week of September 21st, 2020 through September 27th, 2020. And I enjoyed the cards so much last week, I just did them again. So we started with the Magic of You Oracle deck, and I got the card Hex. Now, Hex happens to be one of my favorite stores in New Orleans. They also have a store in Salem. And it says, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. This card, Virgo, is about righting those wrongs and standing up for what you believe in. So there's going to be something this week that challenges you to do that. It's really easy to keep our mouth shut. I know. But actually, no, I don't know. It's not my problem. But sometimes it's hard to stand up for what we know is right. And this week, that's what you're being called to do. You're being called to be your best you. But at the same time, I went ahead and pulled a card from the Oracle of the Unicorns, because I love unicorns, as you know. And the card I got is a beautiful card. Whoopsie. The gentleness card. And this says to be gentle with yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. What this means is that maybe you need to stand up to someone in your family. Maybe someone in your family is racist or sexist or somethingist, and you need to tell them how the cow ate the cabbage, but you need to do it nicely, gently, with the spirit of love. Whatever that is, I don't know what it is for y'all, but whatever it is that you have to stand up for, do it with the spirit of love. Don't do it in anger. Anger just makes more anger. Sometimes anger is okay. Sometimes there's righteous indignation. But for the most part, anger just serves no one. So look at what's going on, why they're saying what they're saying, or why you're saying what you're saying, and find that balance and that love. Love makes a lot of things go down better. It makes things way more palatable. Now, for our tarot, the first card I get for y'all is a Knight of Swords. And this card, if it was literally a man, would be an impetuous young man rushing off to do battle and fight for what's right. Hex. But it's saying, because it is impetuosity, you need to balance it. Now, you definitely need to go do it, but remember to do it gently. So don't rush in where angels fear to tread without making sure that what you're doing is right and with the right motives and with the right attitude. The next thing we get is the Queen of Pentacles. And this could be a mature woman who is financially secure. But what I believe is happening is that maybe where you have to stand up is someone you work with, or maybe your boss, someone like that. And that's why you need that gentleness, because everything's more palatable with the spirit of love, with the spirit of gentleness, with the spirit of acceptance. I remember once upon a time, I was giving a friend some advice. And I told a mutual friend about it later, and she's like, really? You got to say that to them? And she's like, they get mad when I say things to them. And I gave it a lot of thought, and I realized it's because I don't expect them to follow my advice. My job, one of my jobs in life, is to just throw it out like seeds. And if y'all take it, great. And if you don't, great. And if it doesn't apply now, let it fly, but keep it in the back of your mind, because someday it might apply. But I don't care. Well, I do care. But I'm not invested in your decision because ultimately you're the one that is responsible for the what happens with your decision, not me. So, I mean, I want what's best for everybody, but I can't make anyone do anything. And that was the difference. She was trying to make people do something instead of just throwing it out there. She can't make anyone but yourself do anything. You can't make anyone think anything or feel anything or anything. You might make someone feel guilty for a while, but guess what? When you make someone feel guilty, in the long run, they become resentful. And that's not good. Because once they're resentful, then it doesn't work at all. The next card we get is the Four of Swords. And this card, you see the swords pointing down. There's one underneath him. They're protecting him. This is a knight that's been to battle. And what knights would do back in the day after a battle is they would come back and rest, repose, and think about the battle and what they could have done better and what they could have done worse. So what you need to be doing, instead of rushing in where angels fear to tread, stop and think about what you're saying, what you're doing. Because you can do it then. You have got the power to make that difference if you do it in the right way and with the right attitude. Oh, I know, it's so hard. Wouldn't it be great if we could just make people poof and do what we wanted and believe what we wanted? Yeah, but it doesn't work. That's what that free will thing is, you know. Why do we have to do that? Anyway, so y'all, I am going to be back on Monday. It's the holiday Mabon, and we'll discuss some things that we could do for Mabon and what Mabon is. Then I'll be back about Wednesday, maybe Thursday, but probably Wednesday, with opening a new Oracle deck. And if not, if you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. We can do it by phone or by Zoom. Or go on my Facebook page, Belladonna Moonbeams, and just drop me a message. Have a good one. Night.